And we are back with another Dokkan video. And today, well, the point of the video is gonna be to discuss in order the top 10 units on merged ZAMASU'S team. So let's get right into it. Well, before I start, I'll say this. The team is pretty good, to be fair. I think Blue Vegeta by far has the better leader skill. But even this guy's leader skill is pretty decent. So let's take a look at this. Coming in at number 1 is Orange Piccolo. But I'm thinking about it. And honestly, I wouldn't mind giving it a tie between these two. Orange Piccolo and merged Zamasu. You guys already know that Orange Piccolo is just so good. You know why he's good as well. Out of the two of these units, Orange Piccolo probably has the better leader skill, but merged Zamasu is overall like he's crazy. Like, he's good. Like turn 1, nothing in the game can hurt him. Turn 1, merged Zamasu is better. If the fight goes on for a little bit longer, then Orange Piccolo is probably better, although both of them are really good in short and long content. Because Orange Piccolo, his defensive levels can go up pretty quickly, and he also has the damage reduction. Thing is, if you fall below the HP requirement, this guy is better than Merged Zamasu straight up, no arguments to be had. The issue is, it's going to be hard to meet that requirement. But even without that, this guy is still really good. And Merged Zamasu is also really good. With the damage he does, the damage reduction, this guy's partners are really good. One of the main ones being AGL Zamasu. This guy combined with AGL Zamasu makes for easily one of the most powerful rotations in the game. So for 1 and 2, it's basically a tie between these two. If you put this guy as number 1, fair enough. If you put Orange Piccolo as number 1, fair enough. Fair enough indeed. So let's go to number 3. At number 3, we've got what is honestly my favourite unit in Dokkan right now. In my opinion, the best TUR in Dokkan right now. And that is Piccolo Jr. There is debate to be had. Maybe he should be a little bit lower. But the reason I've got him here is a multitude of different reasons. Number 1, he is good in any content. He's good in the World Tournament. He's arguably the best World Tournament unit. He's the best ESBR or SBR unit, meaning Super Battle Road. Sorry, is what I meant to say. And yeah, he's the best unit for those modes. But even in Red Zone and things like that, even there, his defensive levels can get to a pretty decent number, and then he also does a lot of damage, and he also has the giant transformation, where he's also super effective against all types, and he's got a high chance to perform a crit in this form. This guy, the more that I think about it, the more that I like him. The more that I use him, the more that I like him. The thing is, it's possible that I'm just really lucky with this unit, because I do get lucky with him with his additionals, but honestly, I think I'm comfortable with putting him at number 3. And then, this might be controversial now, but actually, do you know what? I'll say this. 4, 5, and 6, all of these guys can go in any order, like realistically. It's hard for me to order them. We'll start with Zamasu, but all of them are just as good, to be honest. In fact, we'll start with the Blue Boys. This unit, in my opinion, is probably one of the most underrated units of all time. But the more that I think about it, maybe Zamasu's better. I'd say these guys are at a similar level, because this guy, he's gonna do very good tanking. Honestly, man, the only issue with this guy is, why could he not transform turn 4? Why, Dokkan? It's not fair. Why? Anyway, but out of all the units we've discussed, this guy has the best leader skill. He's got a really good link set, and then also on top of that, his transformation, even though it's hard to bring out, when you do bring it out, it's very powerful. He's got the damage reduction. He's got the dodging. This guy, he's good. Like, he's very good. Like he just is. Like he's a very good unit, especially with the dodging and the damage. And before he transforms with the guard and stacking defense, like this guy is good. Could he have been better? Sure. Should he have been better? Definitely. But is he good? Absolutely. And with this Zamasu, like the more that I think about it, the higher I want to put him. Like this, honestly, like realistically, the more that I think about it, the higher I want to put this unit. And the reason for that is stacking defense. When you transform, he also stacks attack. He's got 50% damage reduction. He's a support unit giving key to the whole rotation for extreme class allies. He's got HP recovery. He's got a really good link set. He's got a lot of teams. And then if you transform, he hits really hard. And even if you don't transform, he hits really hard here too. If you put him in slot 1, he'll get the additional super. And if you triple super, he can do a lot of damage. And low key, he's got a pretty darn decent leader skill as well. Like, this guy's good. Like, he's good. And then God Goku is also super good, because if you get the 6 orbs with him, he gets the guaranteed additional super. He's guarding. He's stacking defense. He's dodging. It's a 60% chance to dodge with guard, with stacking defense. He can do a lot of damage. He's got one of the best leader skills in the entire game. Like, this guy's, like, all of these guys are good. And his link set is easily one of the better link sets in the game too. Like this, and he's on a lot of teams. Like this, like all of these units are just so powerful. And the fact that this guy, there's this many good units here, just shows that Dokkan is in a really good place right now. Meaning, and the reason I say that is because there's so many good units that you can argue them in any order. In the past, like, the order would have been a bit more obvious, but now it's difficult, and because it's difficult, I'm gonna put these guys. They're not tied, but I'll say you can put them in any order. Who's better than who? Maybe Zamasu's the best. Maybe Blue Vegeta, maybe God Goku, I don't know, it's hard to say. I'll put Zamasu as the best, maybe, but all of them are really good. And then next we've got Vegeta Blue. So what number is this? So this is number 7. And 7 and 8, I've got Vegeta at 7 and Gogeta at 8. If you wanna say they're tied, I disagree, but sure. Vegeta's definitely better in my opinion. It's not a massive difference, but his consistency is something that I way prefer over Gogeta's potential higher cap. Gogeta can do more, but Vegeta will do more consistently, which is why I think he's the better unit. With the dodging when you transform, the amount of damage they do, like this unit and this unit are some of the best easy A's of all time. Not the best easy A's of all time, because the best easy A of all time is this Zamasu. But these guys are still right up there as some of the best units in the game. 7, 8, and next is 9. Should he be a bit lower or higher? Well, he shouldn't be higher, but should he be lower? I don't know. This guy, man, why couldn't he just have guaranteed guard? Like, why Dokkan? He's got a 70%. Why could you not just make that guaranteed? If that was guaranteed, he'd be higher on the list. And because it's not guaranteed, I'm debating whether he should be lower. And the answer is, he probably shouldn't be lower. But maybe he should be, because he doesn't have that many setups, whereas the next units do. It's really tough to say. It really is. He's good, and that's all I'm going to say with this guy. And next is number 10. But at number 10, we've got a tie between the LR Gods and the LR Super Saiyan 4s. Now, the battle of the 7-year anniversary was won by the LR Gods. But because of the new Super Saiyan 4 Goku, this unit finally got help, and now they are tied. Both of them are some of the better aging units in Dokkan. They just are really good, and that's all I'm going to say about them. They have good link sets, good transformations, good active skills, just all round pretty decent units, to be fair. So let's go through some honorable mentions and then we'll call it a day. So as far as the honorable mentions go, Goku Black and Zamasu are pretty good, to be fair. Like, maybe they should be on the list at the end, maybe not, but they are pretty good. Next, we'll give Zamasu, an honorable mention. He's pretty decent. The issue with him is that he has the same name as the tech one, which is dumb. LR God Goku is pretty strong, to be fair. Beerus and Whis are alright, but meh, they don't have that many good partners, so okay, whatever. And then next, is there any honorable mentions here? AGL Gogeta is still pretty good with the dodge and the damage, and after he stacks up defense for a few turns, his defensive levels can get quite decent after he transforms, with a 70% chance to dodge, I might add. And then Tech God Goku, borderline, could be on the list, depending on the enemy. And then there's no one in Extreme Int. Maybe the Blue Goku and Vegeta are alright, I guess. Maybe debatable. Blue Kaioken Goku, I'll give him the honorable mention. Zamasu, why was he so bad? They should have made him better. I already mentioned God Goku, obviously. And then I guess Beerus is alright. Gowasu and Zamasu are decent. If we go to the worldwide team, is there any honorable mentions here that I've not already mentioned? Cell is definitely worthy of the honorable mention. And then there's no one in this Extreme AGL except Cell. He's okay after he transforms. The tech androids are worthy of the honorable mention. I'll give them that at the very least. But nothing more than an honorable mention, to be fair. Because they are quite old at this point. Not that old, kinda. They are pretty old, to be fair. And then for Extreme Int, I'm hoping this guy gets an easy A. He could be sick. And same for this guy. But right now, they pretty much suck, to be fair. They're not that good. That's all of those units. And then this is the last team. And then we can call it a day. So Tech Gogeta is still usable. Maybe Oob is quite usable, perhaps. But outside of that, I guess Vegito and Gogeta are... they're alright, kinda. Not really. But outside of them, is there anyone else that we've not mentioned? I know STR Piccolo, I'm pretty sure, is on this team. So we'll get to him in a second. But outside of him, I guess Kale and Caulifla are usable, kinda. There's no one in Int that pops out to me. The Super 17s are okay. Piccolo, right, the STR Piccolo, he's really good. This Piccolo is good for World Tournament and things like that. And then this Virus, I guess I can mention him. Oh yeah, and then Piccolo too. Piccolo, borderline, is close to the top 10. He's not in the top 10, but he's not too far off at the same time. So those are my top 10 units, I guess, along with the honorable mentions. Let's do a quick subscriber challenge. If you guys agree with me that the two best units on this guy's leader skills are this guy and an Orange Piccolo, if you agree that these two are the best on the team, then you have to subscribe because that is the challenge. With that said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, then do subscribe, especially if you just failed that challenge, because that is the challenge. Also, do leave a like and comment because those things do help out. With that said, thanks for watching and I will see you guys next time.